The world's ledger of power. What does the world define as powerful? Power from a human perspective is often seen as a measurable force. It's a collection of tangible assets, financial wealth, social influence, physical strength, and intellectual prowess. We look at the people who have achieved the most and see these qualities reflected in their success. It's a straightforward equation: the world's power is essentially a ledger, and those with the most entries in the positive column are the ones we recognize as powerful. But the Bible flips this entire ledger on its head. God's choices often defy our logic. He doesn't choose the strongest, the wealthiest, or the most qualified. He chooses the weak. David, a young shepherd boy with a slingshot against a seasoned, armored giant. Why wasn't Israel's best warrior chosen? Because God wanted to show his power, not human strength. Gideon, a timid man from the weakest clan. God tells him to reduce his army from 32,000 to just 300 men. Why? To ensure the victory was undeniably from God. The disciples Jesus, a group of uneducated fishermen, tax collectors, and outcasts. These were the men chosen to build the church, an empire far greater than Rome. This isn't a pattern of coincidence. It's a deliberate strategy. So, why this paradox? The Bible gives us two powerful reasons. 1. 1 Corinthians 1 verses 27 to 29, says, God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise, God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong, so that no one may boast before him. When God uses a nobody to do something incredible, the glory can only go to God. Reason 2, God's power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9 says, My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. This is the core message. Our weakness isn't a liability, it's a launchpad for God's power. It's where his grace and strength shine brightest. You may feel small, unqualified, or weak. Maybe you've faced failure or feel like you have nothing to offer. God isn't looking for our strength, he's looking for our availability. He can do more with your weakness than you could ever do with your own strength. Don't see your limitations as a hindrance. See them as an invitation for God to show up in a powerful, undeniable way. What if your greatest weakness is the very thing God wants to use for his greatest purpose?